Hello and welcome to the analysis segment of the 7th edition of the Adamu Yola South Unity Cup, taking place live at the Olusegun Obasanjo Stadium here in Kaltungo. For the asking, my name is Thomas Bello, and I've got my analyst here with me talking about Tosh Michaels. What's up, Tosh Michaels?
Good afternoon, Thomas. It's good to be here. Talk about grassroots football, which we've been seeing for the past a few days right now. It's an exciting time right here in the Chief Olusegun Obasanjo Stadium. Yes, we're witnessing another set of interesting football.
Okay, this is like your first time of being in Gombe, Kaltungo to be precise. So how is the environment for you?
Of course, it's my first time, and a bit of trying to adapt to the weather. At times it could be sunny and at the same time cold. But it is what should be expected, when you are in the north. But of course, it's a good feeling to be right here to witness one of these great football tournaments in the north, of course, in the south of Gombe State.
All right, 4 matches already have been decided. 2 games on Saturday, 2 games yesterday, and of course we have 2 games to take place today. On Saturday, actually, Kalungu came from 2 goals behind to draw 2-2, and in the end, it ensued into a penalty shootout, which they won by 4 goals to 3. How would you say that game, has been?
You're looking at that first game. It was a game worthy of an opener of a competition. We saw Farum go into the halftime break with a 2-goal lead, but then somehow they actually went to sleep, and then Karogo came back. Late goals. The first goal came in the 84th minute, and then the second one in the 88th minute, and forced that into penalties, which they went on to win. Talking about Karogo right now, it was an entertaining fixture with great talent on display. Yes, we got some good players right there in the mix. Talking about the game between Karogo and Forum, it was a worthy welcoming game. If I must say, it was the opener, the round 16 of the ongoing 7th edition Adamu Yola Football Championship. It was a great game. Penalties to decide that one, and of course the second game of that day as well. It was also a mouth-watering. But then we saw set of games on Sunday, and today we are expecting to see something unique, something different, or something spectacular right here in games that we should be playing. That will be going down today.
Okay, let me take us back to Saturday, where the match between Kaltungo Boys and Father Youth FC. Well, the game ended 3-1 in favor of Kaltungo Boys. How did you see that match? What was the mistakes that the Father Youth committed that very Saturday for them to lose by 3-1 against Kaltungo Boys?
Talking about the game, Father Youth versus Kaltungo Boys, it was a game of 2 communities. Father Youth, I would say Father should be a community, and then Kaltungo, we are around here, Kaltungo LG, there's local government right here. 2 teams, 2 communities coming head to head, and then Kaltungo edging that one. They proved to be, more superior than Foreign Boys. They dominated the game. They dominated the games right from the blast of the first whistle, and then they went on to win that one convincingly. There were no threats coming from Father Youth. The only threat they had was coming in the second half, but that wasn't enough for them to actually did what Karogo did in the first game, where they came back from 2 goals down to drill that one and force into penalty. Kaltungo had, would I say, walkover, they just strode past Father Youth, but then it was a good game for the neutrals, who are just here to enjoy good football.
Of course, we are enjoying good football. happening here live at the Chief Olusegun Obasanjo Stadium in Kaltungo. Well, the encounter between Dinge Flying Bees and Lashikotok yesterday was something, to behold. The game ended 2-0 in favor of Dinge Flying Bees. They were actually flying yesterday in that encounter. What would you say?
Of course, they were actually flying. I would say that the scoreline didn't reflect the quality of play from that game yesterday. I thought for Flying Bees could have scored more than 2 goals in that game yesterday. They had a whole lot of goal scoring opportunities, which they didn't take. But then their opponent, talking about Lash Otok, they didn't come into the party. They only realized that they were on the brink of elimination towards the closing stage of the game, and then they began to show some qualities, but that wasn't to be. That didn't give them enough energy for them to try to break down Flying Bees who were flying across all cycle. They started the match like a house on fire, talking about the Flying Bees, but then they didn't put in goals that they should have put in. For me, if you ask me, I thought that game should have ended like 4 or 5 goals in favor of Flying Bees. The goalkeeper for Lashikotok didn't really cover himself in much glory, but then he didn't concede more than 2.
All right, another encounter that was mouth-watering was the one between Siako Foundation and Powa yesterday, where we have Siako Foundation thrashing Powa by 3 goals to nothing in that encounter. Well, we saw how they actually came to the pitch of play with fire yesterday, and of course they take it to the latter. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, of course. This was a team who came in with the mindset of winning. They came in knowing what they wanted to do. They had a clear-cut chart. They had a plan mapped out, which was perfectly executed. Speaking about Siako, Siako Foundation, they had a good foundation for themselves right from the blast of the first whistle, and then that was enough for them. Power, for me, at some point, didn't. Maybe they came to just have a stroll and look at the beautiful picture, if you ask me. But then I felt they could have done more, because the flashes they showed towards the ending of that game, maybe had brought that in right from the first whistle, or right from the start of the game. I thought they could have gotten something better than what they did. They were the first side not to have scored a goal. Okay, both two teams now have not scored in the second round, talking about Lashikotok and Power, but then Power didn't show any sign of getting a goal in that game yesterday.
Okay, there's more to come for us today, even as you stick around with us on our various social media handles. Well, the contenders for today is going to be Gwandum Academy. They will be up against Komta United FC. And this, talking about Gwandum Academy, they are top contenders, if you must know, in this tournament. And this time around, they are not coming, they are not making it easy for other contenders in the championship. Like Komta, just like Gwandum Academy FC, have 13 goals each in their qualifying rounds, conceding 3. So what are your expectations, even as we continue the round of 16 today, knowing fully that Gwandum Academy and of course Komta United FC are top contenders in this tournament? They are top contenders in this tournament, but sadly one of them have to pack the bag. Definitely. One thing that interests me with the stats you just read out is that they are a goal scoring side. We should expect more goals from today's game, or more goals into this game. Gwandum against Komta, we should expect more. We should expect goals, because they've scored 13 goals each, and I've considered just 3, which for me it speaks a lot. Which tells that they are also solid defensively and also good attacking wise. Now let's move to the other fixture that is also going to be taking place today. We have Mairana boys who are going to be trying Awa United FC for size this afternoon. Well, let's talk about Mairana boys, who have maintained a clean sheet. They have not conceded any goal in their last 2 games. Awa also has the same record. Now these are most likely to be big contenders too, because keeping a clean sheet, in their last 2 games is isn't easy. So what are you expecting even as they took to the pitch later in the day?
Another tough game, looking at the stats as well. Two teams who have kept clean sheets in the last two games, that means that getting a goal past each other would be something we need hard work. You have to work hard for you to get a goal past the defense of both teams. But we're talking about Mayorana boys, Atlanta. The meaning is that they are the king of the sun, and
the owners
the owners of the sun. Of course, we're playing under the sun right here. We'll see how they maximize that, and try to make use of the advantage of playing under the sun.
Now, the winner between Mayorana Boys FC and Awa United FC will then go on to face the winner in the encounter between Gwandum Academy FC versus Comta United FC. We'll keep you up to speed with all the happenings live here at the Chief Olusegun Obasanjo Stadium in Kaltungo. Once again, my name is Thomas Bello, and it's a pleasure having you around Tosh Michaels.
Of course, definitely a pleasure. When it comes to talking sports, it's one thing that I love doing, and it's one thing that I was born to do, and it's a pleasure doing this with you, Thomas.
This is a moment I've been looking for, and eventually it presented itself, and I took advantage of. So we're looking forward to seeing more of you.
Of course, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.